approximately 1,000 staff across the organisation. So really looking at how do we, as you said, kind of empower all staff and kind of, train them all. So I've created a sustainability learning and development program with our human resources team. And what we do is we offer, everything's online at the moment, but a series of kind of webinars and trainings on different topics that anyone can get involved in. So one that's been really successful, in the UK, we have a certification called Carbon Literacy. And this is an externally certified kind of course. And we ran it for our staff. And the idea is they do 10 hours of learning and they learn about carbon, what carbon means in their personal lives, their professional lives, really that kind of like basic understanding. And then they can also then work out when they're making decisions, what are the best decisions to make on kind of like emissions. We've also offered webinars on particular topics such as behaviour change, the UN Sustainable Development Goals, biodiversity, waste and recycling, decarbonisation, intersectional sustainability, which has been very popular in terms of how we interpret our collections and how we engage with our audiences in a kind of more holistic way. So we have all those webinars, and then we offer kind of specific things for particular teams. And all of this is kind of stored online. So we have like an online hub. So if you can't attend the session live, then you can read about it afterwards. You can view the recording afterwards. It's training at all levels and in lots of different kind of formats. But that's kind of the key with sustainability is such a big topic. You need to be able to kind of constantly be skilling people up and kind of responding to people's needs. It's kind of dependent on people's needs. As time's going on, I'm kind of identifying what people want. So, for example, they might want some more information in conservation particularly, or in exhibitions particularly. So we can kind of target particular teams like that. And we also have a huge amount of volunteers. So I've done kind of sessions for our volunteers as well. And I think another important one to remember is partners and suppliers, and trying to kind of indicate what our ambitions are and what our needs are, and making sure that they're aligned. So any products or services that they provide for us do kind of meet our sustainability standards. I do always offer a space for another museum or organisation. So we've had, the British Library have attended, and the National Archive is going to attend. We had the Wellcome Collection. So the idea of really, because everything is online and now a bit more accessible, we always keep one place for another organisation to kind of share in the journey. We are going to be doing a sustainability course with the V&A Learning Academy later this year. I'm not sure if that's a free to attend or charged, but the Learning Academy offers lots of professional courses for museum professionals, and we're going to be, sustainability is a big topic. We're going to be doing a course on sustainability. So I think that's a 3-part course. And we also use SOS UK, which is the sustainability kind of spin-off of the National Union of Students, and they do some really good trainings for us. So we always pay them as a training provider to deliver sessions for us. And then other time we use our partners. So maybe our waste and recycling contractor, they came and did a really good session on waste and recycling for us. So it's a mixture of people who actually deliver the programme. So we started with creating a strategic action plan, and I'll send you the link. Anyone can access it online. We've put all the detail in there and made it public. So it's our first publicly available plan, and that needed a lot of consultation at different levels. But what we wanted to do was really kind of focus in on what sustainability meant to the organisation and get buy-in from different levels. So we've kind of focused on our ambition is to enable people through art, design and performance to contribute to a thriving planet and to shape sustainable futures. And we chose 3 areas of activity, which were our place, which is all our buildings, our programme and our people. And then within these areas, we've got lots of different actions. So that has really helped for people to see that there is a focus and to really articulate what sustainability means at the V&A. So that's been great. And then, so now we've got a plan in place. There was lots of kind of engagement at senior level with our executive board and our trustees. And then also kind of at more operational level where staff really help to kind of input on the actions, what our kind of, our targets should be, how we're going to kind of monitor them and what our performance indicators would be. Also have kind of different structures in place to kind of keep up momentum. So we've got a grassroots it's almost like a champion scheme for staff. They're volunteers. We call them the sustainability coordinators, and lots of organizations kind of have this network of just keen people in different departments who want to make a difference. What we did was formalize that network. So we've made sure that people have time to contribute and that they have formal action plans in their departments. So they're really looking at kind of focusing on the difference that their teams can make. And that group is amazing. So they share ideas. We meet every other month, quarterly, and they share ideas. We do lots of training. They kind of write about what they're doing, and really kind of try and work together to unpick problems. So you'll find in a museum, lots of departments have common problems, and you kind of need a systems approach rather than a departmental approach. So you need people working kind of at a more holistic level to kind of fix these issues. We also have at a leadership kind of more strategic level, we have a sustainability steering group, and they meet quarterly, and they're kind of really looking at kind of, emergent risks and opportunities around sustainability, and really providing that strategic direction to our activity. So kind of keeping an eye on the action plan and making sure that we kind of report accurately on our progress as well. So it's kind of working from all angles to kind of maintain that momentum. The communications are constant as well. So, as I said before, I've been to lots of kind of all staff meetings and team meetings. We have information on our intranet. We have external information on our website. We have all the kind of guidance is out there for staff to be able to see. And we are trying to share it also with kind of our partners and with other organizations and museums. We do various bits and pieces on social media. So we have Instagram live tours, we have Twitter tours, just trying to find any way that we can to keep people engaged and kind of aware of what we want to achieve and the great sustainability work that is actually going on. So the kind of all the different initiatives that are being implemented. There's so much happening in the museum. It can be quite difficult to make sure that everyone knows what's happening. So it's just lots of communications at all levels constantly. We're going to do, our marketing and communications team are going to do some insight analysis. And so they're going to look at audience perception and see what people are asking and thinking around sustainability. And what we found is that interaction on social media is normally quite good. So we did a sustainability tour of the museum while it was shut. And some of our curators talked about objects relating to sustainability in our design galleries and in our library related to photography. And we had huge engagement on that. It was really interesting. So thousands of people dialed in from around the world to hear more and find out more. We have a lot of events and people do engage. So last year it was COP26 in the UK in Glasgow. So a lot of our, say for London Design Festival, a lot of events were around climate change and circular economy and climate justice, and the engagement from our audiences was really positive on those topics. We provide a programme called V&A Innovate for secondary schools, and there's usually a sustainability related topic. They provide training for teachers, and students will kind of design solutions to various problems related to sustainability, and they're always really popular as well. So the kind of feedback and engagement from our audiences in different ways, because our audiences are huge and varied, has been positive, and I think there's obviously always more that we can do, but we are trying to try and target people in the ways that kind of the things that they're interested in, because not everyone will be interested in everything. Some people may be interested in biodiversity, others are more into climate justice, others might be into waste, others are into energy efficiency. Everyone's got a different kind of area that they're interested in. So we try and offer lots of different ways for people to get involved. It could be sustainable fashion, it might be around furniture, it could be around performance. There's lots of different kind of ways to engage.